Nikolai phoned me up when I was on the set of Raised by Wolves, and he spoke very briefly about the project, but there was instantly like an instinct in me saying that this was, it's a spark. I can explain it. It's like almost like a physical experience that this feels right. And so there was no ever question whether I was gonna do it or not. Also, it's Nikolai, and if you meet him, you quickly get a sense of he has a very strong gut feeling and very, very, very good instincts in terms of making movies, and so you want to work with that. Felt very safe from the beginning. Right. Of course you prepare, but I didn't prepare the way I used to. There was also an instinct in me going, I couldn't prepare from the head this time. It had to come from the body, the life almost. And so Nikolai was talked very much about my voice, that it was like we had to like bring it down to like a lower voice, and he was right. And so we worked on that, and then I I have my notes from the movie, because sometimes you have like notes and notes and notes, and I also have lots of heady notes on this, but in the end the favorite notes I like to say from this movie is that I've written and Barbara equals background carpet equals the heath. And that might not make sense, but if you go close to a hand-painted background carpet in a theater, it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. In front of that, a whole play played out. And so often you don't notice. Well, as people working on this film, there was a very loving environment. And so, and we all want the best for each other, obviously. So that translates into the scenes that, you know, and also the point of view of Anne Barbara is that she's not a hostile character. You know, she's loving and open as much as she can be. I think if you play a character that's, even with Simon, we had so much fun, and he plays the most brutal bastard. But he's such a great actor, right? He's such an amazing actor, and also just loved playing it. Like it was play. We play. And we create stories that way, like children. No, but there's a theme that has affected me quite a lot in this movie, and that is the what Anne Barbara has taught me is that if your circumstances, if you can't change your circumstances, but you can change the way you react to it. And when Ludwig chooses war over love, making the movie was the most heartbreaking thing that he could ever do. And I was broken about it for so long. And even when I watched the movie and doing the first couple of interviews, I was still angry with him for doing it, even though it's 2 years ago we shot the movie. But what it has transformed in me as a woman from then to now is that I can't change the way the world looks, but I can change the way that I act in it myself. And that's what then we perceive as a strong character. That's what we perceive as powerful. Not become the victim of your surroundings. It was great. I mean, I came from latex and space, so being able to just wear a skirt was fantastic. And we shot the most beautiful places, and I had a very happy experience. So to be able to shoot in the actual heath where his house was actually built, like we had lunch at that house every day, and you know, it's beautiful to let nature remind you of your place in the world. I think even though it's a period piece, I think it has a very important story that is fun to discuss today. Work versus life. In Denmark, we speak a lot about mental load, women with the mental load, with the kids and everything. And I think there are many stories in this story that allows for further discussion, which is always fun in a movie. I mean,